Alrighty, good afternoon, monsters, and welcome to the Deep Dish. We are live on radio, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And in case you're seeing the camera sliding, that's our special effect called Mark. So, welcome to the show, everybody. It's a special day because we have Norwegian sensation Peder Elias with us. Hello, and welcome to the show.
Oi, ¿cómo está?
Oh, are we speaking Tagalog the whole time? No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, we'll do the whole thing. No problem.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, big problem.
Awesome. Well, in case you guys missed it, Monsters, we also do have some all-access fans in here. Make some noise. Fans, big fans of Peder over here. So, of course, they're already catching up, but let's catch up the monsters who are watching and listening online as well. So, you arrived yesterday from a long flight, I'm guessing.
Yes, all the way from Oslo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but worth every minute of the trip.
Awesome. And so what have you done lately since you've arrived here? So off air, we were talking about like the delicacies that you've been trying. So what were some of them again? Like the halo-halo,
Yeah, halo and the toron
turon.
and leche flan.
Mm-hmm.
And dried mango.
Nice.
And then someone has told me to try the balut. But and then I was like, sure. And like from a Norwegian Filipino that I know, an artist called Hillary, she told me to try that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, sure. But then all the Filipino people are saying like, oh, maybe not Peder. Like
you should probably warm up to it.
Yeah. So then I think she's trying to prank me. So let's see if I'm gonna try it or not.
Yeah. And so you were mentioning a lot of Filipino desserts. So do you have a sweet tooth, or were those just offered to you?
I actually am more of like salt guy than sweet guy.
Because do you like salted licorice?
No.
No.
Actually.
Oh my
or
gosh.
Is that bad to say here? Do you
No,
guys
no.
love
I
it?
mean, like we don't. A lot of us don't really know or haven't really tried it.
Okay,
I've
yeah,
tried
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah, because it's a Scandinavian thing I've
Yes,
heard.
yes.
And if you haven't tried it, it's very weird. Because
Yes.
like for the
It's
mouth,
very
it tastes that-
unusual for the Filipino palate. And
Yes.
so yeah, all access fans, you should probably tag him when you try salted licorice.
Yeah, you
as
should.
well.
It's gonna be very fun. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, but we'll see your reaction when
Yeah.
you try.
No,
it.
I'm more like I'm more of the salty like crisps
like
and stuff
chips?
like that. Or chocolate. I
Ah.
like chocolate.
Great, awesome. And so you also posted on IG about your trip, and then you were asking like what to try, and then also where you could busk. And so do you actually enjoy doing that when you go travel to different places?
Yes, I love meeting meeting the fans like people here today. That's one of my favorite things, like to meet the people that actually listen to my music and make it possible for me to travel to places like this.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
And I love busking and like just playing acoustically on the guitar. That's kind of how I started and how I got into pop music, was me in my room trying to like or taught myself how to play guitar and watched other artists on YouTube like Bruno Mars and Bieber, Shawn Mendes, Adele, artists like that, and tried to sing like them. And yeah, it's just something very magical, I think, about the improvisation and stuff about
For
busking
sure.
and kind of like it's a bit, although you get those moments at a concert as well, it's like kind of different because it's like so close and so down to earth kind of, and I feel that matches my personality and my values. Yeah.
That's awesome. And like just imagine like you talking about trying to sing the songs from all of these famous artists, and then now you actually coming up with your own music and collabing. Like how do you feel about when you looking back on that, like you were just in your room and now you're going to different countries busking too? So how's that been for you?
Yeah, it's my favorite thing, and I'm very happy. I love my job, and I'm very happy and privileged to be able to call this my job.
Yeah.
And although there are a lot of like tough things about it as well, like the fun things, and just 99% of it is just like so fun. So it's what I love to do, and if I didn't have this as my job, I would 100% like spend a lot of time making music anyway. So to be able to like influence people's lives with the music, that's a blessing.
Yeah, for sure. And so, in case you monsters watching online, you guys are wondering, why is he so isolated from me? Well, the thing is, you might see a guitar case in the background. He will be performing a song for us later on in the show, so do stick around. And we are getting into that topic right now. So, in August of this year, you dropped a song called Hey Hello with K pop idol and K drama actor Cha Eun Woo. Who knows Cha Eun Woo? Yeah, woo, exactly. And it was actually a very cute story that I read on how you guys met each other. You almost missed his DM. So, so okay, it
Yes.
started with Bonfire actually. So could you tell like the monsters how that went?
Yes, I actually didn't almost. I missed it.
You
I
missed
missed this DM back in the summer of 2022, and it's crazy. I don't know how I missed it because it should be visible, and I also like spent a lot of time like responding to as many people as I could. Although that's a little bit harder now than it was then. But then, luckily, when I came to Korea for the first time in October, like some months later, we found out through my manager who met some of his team and worked with some of his team on something on like a songwriting camp for Astro. Then it like came up that like Uno likes Peder, and he DM'd him and was sad that he didn't respond. And
Oh
then I felt so bad
no.
straight away. And then, but luckily we got to set up like for us to meet, and it was amazing because it was a very fun day, and we did a cover of my song Bonfire together, and just a very humble, genuine guy. And
Yeah.
it's funny how people fun for me as well because people said like, oh, thank you for showing us the shy side of Uno, and because hadn't met him before, I didn't know that maybe like he didn't have that usually, but it's just yeah, and it just shows how music is like universal and how you can meet people
Yeah.
and connect with people you probably never would have if it wasn't for the music.
Absolutely, and also you guys got along when you did meet because
Yeah.
one of the things you guys had in common, you were both born in '97, so so young. But also, I think it's just like really amazing that you like when you released this track, Hey Hello, like your voices just really sounded so well together. Like
Thank you.
melodically, it was just really amazing. And so, could you tell us though, like when Hey Hello, you guys produced it, what is the message behind that song?
The message about the song is not very deep actually. It's just about kind of it doesn't matter where you are in the world or what you do, as long as you are with that one person or those people that make you happy and makes you feel good, and that's what like really matters. And I guess that also could mean like also about stuff like it doesn't matter where you are or like what's around you, as long as you do what makes you feel good about yourself. And yeah, it was a very fun tune to write, and maybe a kind of different way, written in a different way than some of my other songs. And yeah, just feels very playful, and I'm glad that lots of people get the same feeling as I do about the song, that it just makes me feel like a little bit lighter and like a little bit more cheerful and a little bit more like, oh, that's just like a good feeling.
And I also would add there's a little bit of like wishfulness to it. It's like you want to go to all these places, but with the person that you actually enjoy being around.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So my show is called The Deep Dish, and so we're not gonna take it like super deep, but then like using some questions with regard to like the song. And so, do you think that how do you think traveling with a partner can be beneficial to a relationship? Because that is the theme of my show, actually, dating relationships kind of thing.
Okay, so the question is how is
do you
it
think-
an advantage to travel with love?
Well,
your
yeah,
love?
with your partner, boyfriend,
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, the upsides are of course that you have like love beside you all the time, and you have like that safety and someone you can lean on and like share experiences with, and then you get deeper through like experiencing stuff together, which is lovely.
Yeah, and even if there are challenges, at least you guys have to work things out during that travel because you guys are stuck with each other
That's
during
true.
that
Yeah,
trip
you
too, right?
you get to know the other person very well by like,
Exactly.
traveling and being on top of each other.
Yeah. So now before you actually collab with Chaunu, I'm curious. Like, were you already familiar with K-pop or even K-drama before you started even collabing with other Asian artists as well?
I wasn't so familiar with either K-pop or K-drama before actually,
Mm-hmm.
like before starting to grow, or my music started to grow in South Korea, which was kind of the first country that things really started to happen
Mm-hmm.
in, and then but it's just very fascinating about the K culture as well, how it grows so massively in the world,
Yeah,
and how
for
like
sure.
how kind of intense it is.
It is. It
Um,
is.
and yeah, very cool to kind of see, in especially the K-pop industry, also from the inside, and gotten to meet so many like huge K-pop stars, and how every one of them are like, so without an exception, like everyone I've met has been like so humble and really nice, which I think is also about the culture,
Mm-hmm.
like in a good way, where I think
Yeah.
it's a bit where I feel like actually all of Asia and all the countries that I've visited here has like that great like what's it called? Yeah, just being open and kind and humble, even more than like where I'm from.
And then that also brings me to my question, like, is K-pop, because the K-pop and K-drama, there are a lot of countries who are, benefiting from, from watching and listening to their culture and their, outputs also. And so in Norway, like, is it also popular, like from your experience at least, like K-pop, K-drama?
Yeah, I would say it's popular, and it's probably getting more and more popular. I
Mm-hmm.
think because it feels like it is just getting bigger and bigger all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like think Scandinavia still is a bit behind compared to a lot of other markets like
Yeah.
U.S., South America, maybe even Southern Europe as well, because it feels like when K-pop groups like do their tours and stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
very few has visited Scandinavia, for example.
Yeah.
Which, and it's definitely coming, I think, but
Yeah.
they are a bit behind, I think, compared to a lot of people, but
Mm-hmm.
definitely growing.
I feel like I think either a K-pop artist or a group or a K-drama will just have to film something in Norway for people to go to Norway and actually,
Yeah.
yeah, and for it to be actually more well known. And so that's still exciting too. So um uh, how does it feel though, like to be recognized in Asia, thousands of miles from home? You're topping charts in Taiwan and China, you're gracing magazine covers in South Korea. Like, were you how did you react to it when you found out, like, what, how did that even happen the other side of the world?
Yeah, I would lie if I said it wasn't weird, but it's also kind of weird how natural it feels. And I
Mm.
think it's because kind of I've always been intrigued by different cultures, and always feel like I've been like an open person that like wants to meet new people
Yeah.
and connect, and doing that through the music is like the best part. And I feel like my personality, and both my music and my personality, is just kind of a better match in Asia than it is in my own country, for example. I feel like I'm quite un-Norwegian. um, and yeah, it's interesting, but I also think it's like not a coincidence that
Mm.
Asian countries was the first to like kind of really discover me.
Yeah, I'm really curious what you meant by un-Norwegian. Like, how
Yeah,
so?
I feel like maybe un-Norwegian in a way that um, Norwegians can be quite like, and not necessarily in a bad way, but quite closed,
Yeah, yeah.
and like what we know and what we kind of lean towards to is like the safe stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
like the very traditional Norwegian stuff, kind of like almost like different is scary
Mm.
ish vibe.
It's intimidating, like if
Yeah, a
you're
little bit,
an
and
Asian, like, and you're traveling to like Scandinavia or Norway even, it's like
yeah,
a little intimidating.
yeah, and also
Yeah.
just like the vibe of the music. I feel like the music I like, for example, if I go around in Oslo
Mm-hmm.
and then just listen to what like cafes and restaurants and stuff are playing,
Mm-hmm.
like that's way less my playlist than if I'm here, for example, or in Korea,
Mm-hmm.
and here just the music playing is like it's my vibe more here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So then, how can you describe like your music and why you think it resonates more to Asian listeners?
Um, I think because for some reason I feel like the people here like feel the same way about the music that I make as I do when I make it. And I think that a word that has kind of is being repeated when people are like to describe my music is comforting. And I like that, and I feel like it kind of makes sense, and I feel it also reflects me that of course I go through stuff as every human being. I have challenges like bad days. I cry sometimes, but I feel like me naturally I'm a positive person. Like in my body language is like positive, and even if I'm sad I kind of try to stay positive. And like that is kind of okay to be sad and positive at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like my music kind of reflects on that it often feels like a good mood, even though the lyrics sometimes aren't. And I feel like the melodies are just like soothing, and the sound is like often based around some organic instruments like the acoustic guitar, because that's often how I write my songs, just on the piano or the acoustic guitar. And yeah, just the music that makes me feel better.
And that's so real of you to mention, by the way, that you actually you cry, and it's a very vulnerable moment for you. But for you to be able to translate that in your music, even if the beat is, it's more upbeat. The beat is upbeat, but the lyrics are a little sad. Like it makes sense because like two opposing emotions can coexist. That's the deep dish. Anyway, so we are nearing the end of the interview, but of course, you just released also your second album, Youth and Family, last March, which is a follow up to your first one, Love and Loneliness, back in 2022. So, tell us the themes in this new album as compared to the first one.
I think maybe it's a little bit more personal stories in Youth and Family. For example, my song Tell the Sun is like kind of exactly what happened when my parents divorced, and how that can be challenging not only for the children but also for the parents. And it's kind of about how my whole family cope with that, and how sometimes actually two homes are better than one, and that it can be like some positive in it as well. And songs like Forever Was Never Enough is also very personal about losing someone, and I wanted that song to be, I wanted people to hear Forever Was Never Enough and relate as much to it, even if they had a friend moving or like a family member passing away, or just like the feeling of loss, which everyone has to go through sometimes in lives, and some more unfortunate than others have to go through it a lot. But it also still has those like very playful songs with a hint of childishness maybe, and like nostalgia. I feel like nostalgia is probably a feeling that I often like go towards as well. And like Twinkle Twinkle and Paper Plane, just like songs that have that kind of youth, like that childhood feeling. And like I often think back to like kindergarten, where before you kind of are old enough to almost have any problems, or at least for my sake it was like that. Growing up, everything was just like, oh, what am I going to play with today? Like going to the kindergarten, just smiling and just like exploring the world and just like dreaming kind of. And then as you get older, it's like, things get more serious and you understand more, and then suddenly it's more stuff to worry about. So I try to like think of the music in a way as like what gives me that feeling of just like hope and dreaming.
So it does explain your album title, Youth and Family. And I totally agree with you. I do sometimes wonder, I wish I were a child again and not have all these obligations. Yes, relate. Anyway, so when you're not posting or performing, like, what do you like to do in your free time, though?
I like to like normal stuff, as hang with friends and my family, which I have a very big family, and I'm very close with them, although I don't get to see them as much as I want to. For example, I'm the youngest, and I have very much older siblings, and my parents are quite old, so have like 13 nieces and nephews, which is a lot, especially for a
Oh my
Norwegian.
gosh, that's a lot. I just realized that.
So hanging out with them, like at Christmas, for example, I love to do. And then I also love football, even if it's like playing football, watching football, like listening to football podcasts, just because I enjoy that actually takes me out of music for a minute, because I am like constantly thinking about music, and also in a way like how can I expand and how can I reach all the people I want to reach and all those things. So then football for me is kind of my free space where I get to, and I think that's very much needed as well for me to be able to not go crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah.
All right. And are you are going to be performing live for us today, but also are you going to have any performances as well somewhere here, Manila?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna do busking tomorrow.
Oh. Where?
At a mall. I can say it right? What's it called? BGC.
In BGC.
Yeah, BGC. Surrendra.
In Surrendra.
Yeah, so please come and tell your friends and bring your mom, your plant, your dog, everyone.
I love it.
Is it 5? Yeah, 5.
Awesome.
Yeah, after work. Yeah, so please bring your friends and
That's amazing.
let's enjoy the day.
I love that. I love the concept of you just like busking. And then it became like a whole thing. All right, 5 p.m. in Surrendra, BGC.
Yeah, be there.
What are you going to be performing while you're busking? You said it's more improvised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'll sing whatever people want me to sing, I think.
Oh, okay,
Ish.
awesome. And so now we are at the end, which also means that it is time for Peder to don the guitar and perform Hey Hello this afternoon for the All Access fans and also for all you monsters who are locked in online on radio. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. We got Peder Elias, you guys. He's performing Hey Hello exclusively here on the Monster.
We all need somebody. We all want someone to hold for when we feel lonely and no place feels like home. We go out the same nights without no one really knowing why. We all need somebody, but I don't know where to go without you by my side. Oh, I said hey, hello. Have you ever been to Rio, to Jamaica or Tokyo? Had drinks in Malibu. I said hey, hello. We could see the Mona Lisa, fly to Rome and try the pizza. Oh, anywhere will do. Yeah, anywhere is cool if that means you. Anywhere is cool if that means you. Be my Valentine. Come dance to the city lights. The man along the riverbank, he plays your favorite song. Take me by the hand and don't let it go. Tell me everything, oh I wanna know. Yeah, I might be crazy, but I can't be without you. But I don't know where to go without you by my side. Oh, I said hey, hello. Have you ever been to Rio, to Jamaica or Tokyo? Had drinks in Malibu. I said hey, hello. We could see the Mona Lisa, fly to Rome and try the pizza. Oh, anywhere will do. Yeah, anywhere is cool if that means you. Anywhere is cool if that means you. Anywhere is cool if that means you. Stay right here. Stay with me tonight. Stay right here. I need you by my side. Stay right here. Stay with me tonight. Stay right here. You got me going like hey, hello. Have you ever been to Rio, to Jamaica or Tokyo? Had drinks in Malibu. I said hey, hello. We could see the Mona Lisa, fly to Manila and try the balloon. Oh, anywhere will do. Yeah, anywhere is cool if that means you. Anywhere is cool if that means you. Anywhere is cool if that means you.
Peder Elias, everybody! Oh my
Thank you.
goodness! Thank you so much, Peder, for gracing the studio, of course, and for spending your time with your fans here at All Access. Make some noise
Thank you.
again.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. And so we will hope to see everybody supporting Peder tomorrow at Surrendra BGC 5 p.m.
Yeah, be there. Come on. Let's go.
All right. And also, before we go, say hi to some fans who are locked in on radio, online as well, and to, listen to Hey Hello.
Yeah, listen to Hey Hello. Thank you for tuning in. And mahal ko kayo.
Oh, I love that. Well, there we go, Monsters. Thank you very much for keeping it locked. We are going to go back to more music shortly. For now, keep it locked only here on The Monster. Bye.